Hello students, so welcome back to INFOMATHS. Myself ARPANA, Senior Faculty Member of English at INFOMATHS and COURSEDU. Now students, basically today we'll be discussing the first mock paper of Maharashtra CT which have been uploaded on our COURSEDU app. You might be having a view that daily we are uploading very good video lectures with the maximum good questions of maths, reasoning, quant, English and computers on our YouTube channel INFOMATHS India, as well as we are uploading various new questions on our Challenger series and Brahmastra series in our app COURSEDU. These questions are very helpful for you for making you prepare for Maharashtra as well as making you prepare for NIMCET 2020. So be in touch with us, always be in touch with the app and do all the questions. Now talking about the first series which we have uploaded on our COURSEDU app, that is Maharashtra Mock 1. As you all know, Maharashtra examination is coming nearby and we have uploaded Maharashtra Mock 1 on the same pattern of the Maharashtra CT exam, that is it will be of 100 questions, out of which 20 questions belong to my subject, that is English. So I'll be today discussing the first mock paper of English and which is uploaded on COURSEDU. And finally, in the particular lecture, I will be discussing various shortcuts with you also. So these shortcuts, dear students, are very important for you because when we are doing an online exam, our main focus is to save our time. So in fact, when you are doing some paper, try the maximum thing that you should save time in every question so that you can invest that time in some other question which is difficult. So English is that part of a exam which can be done very easily if you do these questions in a very shortcut manner. So today we'll be discussing, along with the question, I'll be giving you the best shortcuts which I suggest my students to apply during the examination to save time as much as they can and apply that saved time in mathematics or quant or reasoning part. Now let's see. Obviously, you all know, dear students, that Maharashtra series, Maharashtra test is having 20 questions and 20 questions. Each question of carries 2 marks. That is 40 questions of maths. 40 questions are there in all. So obviously, you can expect that the first series is the first paper. Obviously, अगर हम पिछले काफी questions को देखें, पिछले काफी मॉक पेपर्स को देखें महाराष्ट्र के जो ओरिजिनल पेपर्स हैं महाराष्ट्र के जो महाराष्ट्र सीटी में आए हैं, you will find around about there are 2 to 3 comprehensions are always there in the examination. So you should be always ready for these comprehension parts. So again, I have prepared the mock paper in such a manner that it should just image or reflect to the paper of Maharashtra CET. So again, the first is the comprehension. So comprehension part, dear students, first of all, I would like to suggest you, how do you do the comprehension? So comprehension is that typical part which is maybe easy to be dealt and maybe difficult to be dealt with. So I would suggest you personally that when you are doing a comprehension part and when you get any comprehension for doing, never read the comprehension first. For the saving time in the comprehension, firstly make short notes of the comprehension. After making the short notes, you will be more clear about the concept and the idea of the comprehension, what author is going to say and which type of questions we are going to answer in the comprehension, right? So let's, by not wasting more time, let's come back to the comprehension. So I would suggest you again not to read the comprehension, directly go to the options and again directly go to the questions, and the questions suggest like this. So by questions, just make short notes. The first thing I would say, we recognize a smile by, that is recognize smile, recognize smile. Make a short notes on the side. An adult can convey his smile by. Adult smile की बात हो रही है इसमें, ठीक है? So make a short note that adult smile. Next, what is true? A baby smile के बारे में बात हो रही है. Then compared with to adult, a baby smile, then it is possible to speak than baby's smile. So basically again smile के बारे में ही बात हो रही है यहाँ पर कि कौन सा part इसका सही है. Then comes next question. Smiling is an effort of on the infant's part. Okay, यहाँ पे infant smile की बात हो रही है and एक match the following है हमारे पास. So now we are very clear about the thought that what we have to find in the passage, that is, we have to find certain context of the infant smile, we have to find an adult smile, and we have to give a question of how to recognize, how the smile can be recognized. Now start reading the comprehension. And obviously, to save time, I have already read the comprehension, and the first part of the comprehension, when I have read the comprehension, it suggests that it is a basic definition of a smile. Maybe अगर आप लोगों ने भी attempt किया होगा ये paper, तो आपने पहले comprehension पढ़ा होगा, but अब इसको थोड़े different way से कीजिए. पहले आप questions पढ़िए, make short notes, and then go to the comprehension. And finally, when I am back to the questions, now I am saving a lot of time. We recognize a smile by, that is turning up the corners of the mouth. No, it is the first, you might remember, it is the second line of the smile, second line of the paragraph. It says opening the mouth while stretching the lips and making. So it was a very clear thought the author has given you in the starting of the passage, that how the smile can be recognized. It is B is a correct answer. An adult can convey his smile by a more twist on the lips, twisting his lips upwards, keeping is about processing. So basically, अगर हम again second third line में ही answer था, that is twisting his lips upwards is a correct answer. Third, which statement is true? A baby's smile is more vigorous. No, we haven't find any word like vigorous in the passage, so it's wrong. When compared to adults, a baby's smile is more. So again, this was not found over there. Next, it is not possible to speak when one is smiling. No, we haven't got. Third, the fourth one is the correct answer. The babies make babbling noises. So obviously, we find in the second passage, we have find this. Answer is C, the same. So it is a direct type of question, and in the direct type of questions, you have seen that as we are moving up to down, we are finding the answers very easily. So we are saving a lot of time. Smiling is an effort on the infant's part to show. So again, it's very easy. Last part, last passage, that is D. D is a correct answer. That is, it attempts to develop the vital bond of attachment, which the ape-like ancestors like to do it. So it was the last part which we have read. So likewise, we have seen this was a direct passage, and this direct passage indicates very easily if we are in hand of the questions which we have to attempt upwards. अगर हमारे पास वो एक content है कि हमने उसमें क्या ढूंढना है, then we can very. Now, dear students, you might have listened to the first lecture of Maharashtra CT Mock 1 discussion, in which I have given you the tips for cracking Maharashtra CT 2020. Plus, I have discussed one comprehension also along with you. Now, in this particular lecture, we'll be discussing the rest of the questions which are left in Maharashtra mock test series. And no doubt in this lecture, these questions will be comprises of like vocabulary, fill in the blanks. And इस lecture में basically मैं ये focus करूँगी कि आपको maximum shortcuts मिले ताकि आप English को अच्छी तरह attempt कर पाएं. Because always we are having a dilemma in English that is it a correct answer or not. So by having a shortcuts in hand, we can assure that these answers which we are giving, these are the correct answers, right? So majorly हमारा ये focus रहेगा कि हम आपको वो चीज़ दें जो कि आप एक answer पे immediately और बहुत अच्छी तरह एक concise way से पहुंच सकें, right? So let's start again. Next question. Again, it is set 2 of comprehension. Set 1 has been discussed in the previous lecture. Again, the same rule it follows over here, which I have told you in the first lecture, that before, when we are having a comprehension, just make a short notes. So again, I'll be doing the same thing with you over here. So I'll be making the short notes of the comprehension which is given. So it states, as at the time of the Darwin arrived on the scene, the idea of evolution. The first is the idea of evolution. That means I have to see in the passage idea of evolution is what is the idea of evolution at the time of Darwin, before at the time of Darwin. Second, according to the Darwin theory, the world of animal is marked by. Second हमारा ये रहेगा. Third expression is the survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest means, right? So मुझे ये देखना है कि survival of fittest कहाँ पर आ रहा है और वो mean क्या है, what is the meaning of that. the colder animals, that means colder animals के बारे में बात हो रही है यहाँ पर, colder animals के बारे में बात हो रही है, so I have to see the colder animals. And Darwin thought that the environment, so final जो Darwin का conclusion है कि that the environment had an effect on mammals. So what is the environment effect of environment? So by reading the comprehension, I came to know that there is the above passage more or less depicts upon the Darwinism idea of evolution. Then we have to go for the survival of the fittest. And now, as we read the passage from upside down, we will be getting this. So we are having an idea in mind that what we are searching in the above passage. So when we are having an idea of what we are searching in the passage, then the passage is easy to be done, right? So now read the passage. Take 5 minutes. Coming down to the questions again, back. So it saves the time. At the time the Darwin arrived on the idea of evolution. So he's talking about the time where the Darwin, when he has arrived. So this is the very first line of the passage, that was unheard. No, it was not unheard. Had already been proved. Beyond, it was not proved. Had been thought of but not proved. Yes, had been thought of but not proved. It is there in the first passage. It is had been thought of but not proved. Correct answer is C. Next, according to the Darwin, the world of animal is marked by peaceful coexistence, struggle for the survival, indifference towards each other, love and struggle for the survival, obviously. So whole passage is depending upon the struggle of the survival. The expression the survival of the fittest means that, obviously it is a direct question, the strong and the weak the strong will survive while the weak will perish. Yes, the strong will survive and the weak will perish. The direct question is there. In colder climates, so the next question comes here. In colder climates, all the animals can survive, not only animals which have fur. So again, dear students, as we have seen through, this is a direct question. Only the animals having fur can survive, not all. Darwin thought that the environment had an effect on animals, had a lot of effect on animals, had no effect on animals. Darwin thought that the environment had a lot of effect on animals. Yes, B. So had a lot of effect on animals. So because this was the comprehension which we have done. Now, next comes, so this was the comprehension. So as we all know that by doing the comprehension part, dear students, in the comprehension we have read the questions, make an idea in the mind that what the comprehension is saying. By reading the comprehension, we get an idea in mind that what we have to see in the passage, and finally it saves a lot of time. So please practice it at home. Do maximum comprehensions, because in Maharashtra CTET exam you might be getting 2 or 3 comprehensions out of 20 marks. 10 marks will be 20 questions, approximately 10 questions will be of the comprehension part, right? So next question comes here, that is a fill in the blank. Again, the next question, which is comprised of the fill in the blanks. The sun is shining brightly. Please dash the light. So again, here comes a shortcut, that is a structural elimination. So always take care when we are dealing with the questions of vocabulary as well as fill in the blanks. The first, always keep in mind one rule, that is structural elimination, right? So what is a structural elimination is, that is, if a sentence is a positive sentence, always put a positive word in that, and if a sentence is a negative sentence, always put a negative word in that. That is called as a structural elimination. Now moving to the sentence back again. The sun is shining brightly. Please dash the lights. So please dash the lights. So it's very easy. The sun is shining brightly. Put off the lights, right? Put on, out, off. Take off. We cannot say take off. We cannot say put on. On is a positive preposition. Off is negative. But what is off? With off we have to use a put. So this is a phrase. Word plus a preposition is phrase. So it is, correct answer is B, right? Next. This practice was brought dash to prevent certain abuses. Right. So this practice was brought dash to prevent certain abuses. Brought off. So again, we have to put up a positive word because practice is in association. Practice chal rahi hai. So again, off is a negative preposition. Down is a negative preposition. Remove it. We are left with two prepositions, in and down, and in and about. So the final answer is B. The practice is brought about. That is in working. Brought in, nahi, brought about. But is in working is brought about. So correct answer again is B. Right. Next question comes here. The package was supposed dash yesterday. So it is a tense completion. That is obviously you may be aware about the tenses. The package was supposed to have been delivered yesterday. So correct answer is again B. The package was. So correct answer is again B. Coming to the next part. Next again a fill in the blank we are facing. It says the true feeling manifested themselves is her sarcastic reminder. Only then was her dash revealed. Right. So again, I would like to give you one more shortcut over here, dear students. Right. One of the shortcut I have given you is regarding structure elimination. Right. Always take care about the structure elimination. That according to the structure of a sentence, put a fill up over there. Second rule, antonym synonym law. So dear students, if we find, that is called as a law of antonym synonym. If we find an antonym synonym pair like rich, poor, right? Like these are the opposite words, positive and negative of one of a same quality. So if we find an antonym synonym pair in the four options, obviously the answer focus on those two pair, that pair only. If we need a positive word in the sentence, put a positive word, and if we need a negative word, put a negative word. So this is called as structure elimination, which will eliminate approximately 50% of your part, and we are more near to the sentence. We are more near to the answer. Now, reading the back question number again, the back question 94. Her true feelings manifested themselves is her sarcastic remarks. Only then was her dash revealed. Now, please see the four options: charm, sweetness, bitterness, and sarcasm. Right? If we go through the four options, bitterness and sweetness is the antonym synonym pair. We need a negative word over there. So obviously, for the negative word, put a negative word, that is bitterness. So answer is C is a correct answer. Right? Next question. So this is how you can do it. So no need to leave the questions. Please, before leaving any question, attempt it by shortcuts. You will be benefited for that. Next question. The book provides an overview of the European wines. They should prove moving to right virtual dash and the experienced commercials. Prove inviting to the both virtual dash. Right now, as we are seeing this, as we study the sentence, virtual dash and experienced. So we have to use a word with experienced. That means both. Both means unexperienced as well as experienced. Unexperienced means freshers. Right? That means when we are looking at the structure of the sentence, it demands that word which is opposite to the word of experienced. Virtual dash. So when we are looking downwards, gluten, prodigal, provice, and zealot. Novice and zealot. So four options are there. Virtual dash, experienced and fresher. Fresher is a novice, a new novice. Right? So fresher is novice. So definitely the answer comes here. So let's see the other four words. We are having gluten. What is a gluten? Gluten is a person who is a greedy eater. So it is a greedy eater is called as a gluten. Prodigal, that means prodigal is a person who uses the resources freely. That means the person who uses the resources which is provided to him in the free manner, and zealot. Zealot is a person who is uncompromising towards his religion or any thoughts. He is not zealot. Zeal, that is, zealot comes from the word zeal, right? Zeal means something, ziddi, right? Zeal is, you can say a junoon kuch kaam karne ka, that is a zeal, right? So zealot comes from the word zeal. So zealot means a person who is uncompromising towards his thoughts, towards his religion, and any of things which he is doing. That is called as a zealot, right? So this is question number 95. Next comes question number 96. Choose the word opposite in the meaning of the word. So again, opposite meaning. First is controversial. So as you all know, controversial, controversy, which is controversial, comes from the word controversy. Controversy is again undisputed. Undisputed is the correct answer. It is the opposite word. Nourish, that means to provide everything. Then answer A, starve. Elite, so it is a very different type of question. Elite. अब आप मुझे पूछोगे, we don't know the meaning of the meaning elite, word elite. A light, we are having a root a, not, right? So it seems it is negative. So before leaving the word, please look for the 4 options given below. I have given you a rule previously, antonym synonym law. You can find 2 options, disembark and embark. Left these 2, embalm and the line. Embalm and leave these. We are having 2 antonym synonym pair, disembark and embark. So obviously elite. Elite is a negative word because of the root a is negative. So we need a word opposite. So answer is embark, right? Otherwise, what do you mean by elite? Elite means to descend down, to come down. It is to descend down. That means when we descend down from a car or a taxi or an aeroplane, that is to descend down or step down, right? Embark means to begin. Disembark is to stop. So opposite words. So to descend down means to stop and to begin. Okay, so it's the opposite word. Embalm, balm, balm, you know, em, apply, balm. That means to cover something with some medicines to stop this disintegration. That is embalm, to protect. Embalm is to protect, right? So this is how we have done opposite words. So again, opposite words में भी आप वही rule लगाएंगे. 2 rules मैंने जो आपको बोले, that is the golden rules for English. Obviously, always remember these 2 rules which I have given you. These are the golden rules of English. That is structural elimination, and second rule is antonym synonym law. Always take care, and definitely you will be benefited in these examinations by applying these 2 rules. That is the structural elimination and the antonym synonym pair. Next comes next question. Again, it states that there are 4 alternatives. Choose the one which is best expresses meaning. So pompous. Pompous, you all know what pompous is. That is pretentious. Pompous, that means pretentious, obviously. So pompous, as the name suggests, pompy. That means a person who overexpresses itself. That is a pretentious. So final answer is A, that is pretentious. Next is, again, it's a very good question. Now before that is, this is a question of a rearrangement of a sentence. So maybe आप लोग मुझसे पढ़े हैं या नहीं पढ़े हैं, but I would like to give you a small glimpse of the rearrangement of a sentences. This chapter is very interesting, and you can get full marks in this chapter, because in a rearrangement of a sentences you have to again apply a shortcut. Now see how you can apply a shortcut. These are the very small ones. You can get big ones also. So for saving time, obviously dear students, never read these 4 options which are given to you in the starting. You will just waste your time by reading these options. Directly go to the options. So always apply a priority rule, that is called as a priority law. So apply a priority law in these type of questions. Now what is a priority law is, see the 4 options. Q, the first Q, R, P and R. So priority of R to be the first sentence is 50% more as compared to Q and P. So remove it. We are left with R. So read R. The government recently, right? It is going. Next is S or P. The government, read S then P. The government recently, new project, and government recently announced the yes. This is the correct answer. So no need to hurry up and read all the sentences. Just go and apply a priority rule, priority law, go to the options, take out the priority and attempt the question. So this was all about Maharashtra Mock 1, and in this Maharashtra Mock 1, dear students, I have tried to give you maximum shortcuts from this, and we have done all the questions, whether it is of rearrangement, it is of fill in the blanks, it is of comprehension or vocabulary. We have touched each and every question, we have touched each and every chapter, and same we'll be doing the next mocks also, and obviously we'll be doing English on the basis of the shortcuts. So because at this time of the examination preparations, you can't read whole of the vocabulary book, or you can't read whole of the booklets, or you can't read any obviously English, like students majorly do English very less, but do English, and through shortcut it is more easy to get a correct answer out of that, right? So hope so you will be following these rules, and these rules will be very beneficial for you in the entrance examinations. And follow us for the next mock discussions, mock 2, and again a new set of questions will be in front of you, and the discussions of these mock tests you will be finding on our YouTube channel, INFOMATHS India. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, INFOMATHS India, and the test we will find on our Android app, that is COURSEDU. So download our app COURSEDU and look towards the video discussions at INFOMATHS YouTube channel, INFOMATHS India. Thank you guys. Do well and stay tuned.